Okay, so here we have what is one of the craziest Nomad games I've ever been a part of. One of the craziest Nomad games I've ever played on 1v1 Nomad. I'm here in the red playing as the Celts. We got Random Civilization. So this is a random Civ Nomad game between the Reverend and BBB 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna call this person Blue. So between the Reverend and Blue in the as Hunts. Um, Pretty much no idea what I'm doing. I don't have good Nomad build orders. This game happened at around right at 1300 ELO. So that gives you a range of where we're at. And we're going to speed through the Dark Age a bit, just a little bit, not too much. So you can see I dropped a dock right off, two villagers building that town center, and I think I forget a house in this game, which is so bad. And over here we have Blue dropping a town center with all three villagers, no dock, so a little bit of a different approach there. Um, my basic game plan is I chop wood until I can get a fishing boat out, and then I transition four villagers here or so onto food as I then add my new villagers to wood. It looks like Blue goes for a more balanced approach off the bat, less transitioning, and here comes Blue to drop a dock. And we have very similar stats here. Have a lot more PC idle time. Um, so I'm about two villagers behind right now, two eco units behind, but now Blue's getting some idle time. Okay, so I did drop a house up here, and I caught up in villagers, so it looks like um, Blue has loom, and I have loom, so we both have loom. That's what part of the difference was, and my fishing ships are coming out just a little bit faster. And here I find Blue's dock with my scouting. So basically just scouting the map, getting some eco up, and trying to figure out a game plan. I don't have a game plan going into this. Like I said, it's random Civ Nomad. It's kind of hard to have too developed of a game plan. I know Celts, one of the things you want to do with Celts is make a lot of siege. Always, siege is amazing. And Huns, they're going to want to go Cav Archers, a bunch of Mangonels at 1300 ELO. I'm going to wreck Cav Archers. That's kind of all I'm thinking right now, just trying to get some stuff going on. Long distance, I think I wanted to drop a mill here and just prioritize the fishing ships. We each have three right now. No, I have four. So I'm one fishing ship ahead and have the same villagers. So I'm one eco ahead here, just about one eco ahead, and 5 to 4 fishing ships. And neither of us are anywhere close to feudal, so I'm going to keep the game moving, rolling along, because what really happens, this doesn't get crazy until Castle Age. Well, till halfway through Castle Age, maybe even late Castle Age, this gets a little bit nuts. So can move along pretty quickly here. We're not missing anything. Just kind of building up. Got my villagers on wood. I've got, a little bit of an imbalance. I could get that closer to 0. I should have a mill. Like, I've got 200 spare wood. I should have a mill on these deer. Shouldn't be long distancing those anymore. Blue's already on gold. I just transitioned to gold myself. I'm getting ready to go up, and up we both go at almost the exact same time. We both head up there at just so close to the same time. I'm just ahead. And I'm thinking, okay, I haven't really seen Blue. Blue's not that close by because here's my scouting. I can kind of see everything that's going on. So I'm just thinking, all right, not much here. So wall up because I like walls. I have what some people consider a toxic gameplay. I like to turn every map that I play into arena if I can, and this is one of those where it's just so nice. Big wood line, big wood line, big wood line, big wood line, big wood line. It's just beautiful. So we're moving on. Blue's almost done with that. Blue looks like okay. Feudal land military. That's interesting. So I immediately am popping out fire galleys. So is Blue. However, I added a second dock. Blue is still on one dock, so it's going to be 2 docks against 1. That should give me a pretty good advantage on water as I try to take water, wall up, defend myself. That's just kind of all I'm thinking right now. I could have gone, I guess, there, but go across here and up through here. Just, okay, boom, micro back as my second one comes in from over here. Blue got a faster start off than me somehow. I'm not sure exactly what happened there. Heads back, now I've got two here, and one coming in over here. Got caught on that mill for a second, and I swoop back in there, swoop in here, and oof, the water is not good for my frame rate. Wow. Alright, so this water fight, and I just micro back, try to take this one out. Just not enough space, so I still end up losing that, but blue fishing ships just going down. So now we're at 6 fishing ships, the 4 fishing ships that aren't working, 30 villagers to 28. I do have a bit of a lead right now, as I come in with more navy, just kind of, you know, taking control of water, taking control and protecting myself. Oh wow, I'm not walled up yet. So there was an opportunity. Double ranges in the feudal that was unnecessary, because blue didn't use them. This range was dropped, at least this one was dropped immediately. But blue is in castle age, and I'm just now clicking up. So I have a lead in eco. I have water control completely locked down, and blue does not appear to be going back for water control at all. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. However, the villager number is the same. The only difference is I have, some fishing ships working, and blue does not. But I walled up, and when he got the castle age, I got nervous. I stonewall everything. All right, this timing here. This is a little nerve-wracking. I see these cav archers. I could have died. This could have been the game if those cav archers found the hole. And they're headed for it. They're headed for it. But I have 2 villagers up there building. I'm nervous. And yeah. And these 2 villagers die. Because I just trapped them in. And I get to castle age. I've got stone walls everywhere, so I'm just like, okay, town center, and siege workshop. He's got cav archers. So I immediately drop the siege workshop, and I'm gonna start pumping out mangonels. Basically, my game plan now is get mangonels out, just defend. This was sloppy by me. I think, I really could have. I think he could have run in here. Doesn't know what's in here, but could have run in. So now I'm back up on eco by 1 villager, but I have 3 town centers to 1. My eco is pretty strong. He's dropped a siege workshop. So this is where, Celt Siege, a little stronger, a little faster. He comes in with a Mangonel, but I already have a second one almost out, so if I lose this one, that's not a big deal. But as it turns out, we go 1 for 1, fine, nothing there. 52 to 45 on eco, and I'm playing the most toxic game plan ever. Basically, I'm just sitting here behind walls, building up Mangonel numbers. I've got a second siege workshop. I know I don't have good siege micro. So my idea is just build up enough, and I don't get this push. Rams. I've got siege behind. Why are you trying to push me with rams? I've got siege and stone walls behind. What are you going to accomplish? What are you going to accomplish? I don't have a market yet. I need a market to balance my eco. And I dropped the town center here, and I dropped this with 1 space on purpose, to be able to protect. I wanted the mangonels there to be able to shoot as much as I can, and I run him away. And as soon as he starts running away, I'm like, okay, I know where he's headed. This is just so ugly. Everything's got, that extra lumber camp there. It's just confusing things. So he's headed up here. He doesn't really know what he's doing. He's just kind of moving around. Still going cav archer ram. Like, this is not the play. You see somebody going mangonels, 7 of them. Don't go cav archer ram. Build the town center, and somewhere about now, my cousin, who was hanging out with me, sitting with me, he's like, hey, what if you made a transport? And what if you transported your mangonels into his town? So that's what you're gonna see. You're gonna see me transport into the middle of his town. So here we go. And I'm like, okay, we'll get some woad raiders along with it, and 2 transports, and I got the transport upgrade. And I just defend here, defend here. Like, what are you, what are you trying to do? It's not gonna happen, man. You're not pushing into this base. So here comes the second transport, and I don't want to send all the mangonels because I don't want him to push in, and I can see he's trying to. But here we are, way ahead in villagers, 74 to 56. But I'm just realizing at this point, hey, um, the downside of walls, which this is what gets me in games, is gold. I've got eco, I've got a military that he can't push, but I can't really push out either because then I have to get into a micro battle with him, and I don't want to do that. I want to get, stay away from micro as much as possible. So here we go, pushing out, and so I load up 4 mangonels, and so 6 woad raiders, so 16 woad raiders, and here I go. And I'm just going to drop those in the back of his town. So let's see what he's doing. He's just sitting there. He's trying to boom up. He's adding a 4th TCI. Okay. So he realizes he's behind in economy. He wants to get ahead. And this is smart. This is good. This dock's exposed. So he goes and rams it down. But here I am. And I accidentally gathered a villager with him. So, alright. Well, what am I going to make? I'm going to make ranges and make skirmishers. That was my thought. And, oh, this is so bad. Oh, I could have done so much better with this. So much better. But, didn't. But what I did do is I took his army home. And since I took his army home, I go out to take map control. Here I come, rushing out to take map control. And my PC just cannot handle this. I was supposed to have a new one already here. But, with the way things are, it's delayed. And this, I didn't move out very cleanly, and I just lose a bunch of bills here for no reason. He's up to 4 town centers, and just losing bills, but here come my woad raiders pumping out from my castle, and my mangonels out to come. I snipe down the siege, and I've got 2 HP villager left to finish this castle. Obviously, I've got more villagers, but I sacrificed my whole eco advantage for this position. Um, but this crazy YOLO strategy of transporting to the back of his town, making skirmishers in the back of his town, low eco, it worked, guys. It worked. And here I am, reaching the Imperial Age. And this is where Blue just taps out. He's like, I can't do anything with this. Really, he wasn't as far behind. He's not that far from Imp. He still has great map control. He still has Cav Archers if he mixes in, maybe something that can deal with my siege. If he goes Cav Archer Light Cav and booms up behind, I could see a way where he could come back. Our ecos are even. However, I am ahead, and he realizes he doesn't want to try to come back in this game. He taps out. That's the GG. So let's look at some of the statistics here. And you can see um, just, yeah, you can see the military statistics. I just kind of wrecked him. Okay, oh, there it is. Wrecked him in the KD. Where's the Eco KD? Let's see. Eco KD. I wrecked him in Eco KD and just destroyed him. The reason we caught back up is because I stopped creating villagers to go up, I think. I don't know, that's kind of bad, and I don't even have my Eco upgrades, so it wasn't as far out as, it seems. Wrecked him in unit KD, wrecked him in Eco KD. I just sat behind walls, made mangonels. My economy was stronger than his across the board, except for wood. Technology, just timings were really not any different realistically, except I hit Imperial Age. He has more researches, better research percent. I have better map society. I had a better fishing eco, more castles. Just kind of, he's slightly ahead in villagers at this point, so I need to get back on that. And APM. And this is why I played it the way I did. This is why I play the way I do. If you look at this, all right, here I am. I'm 1300 elo, and my APM is 22. uh, 27, 30, 30 APM is me on a good day, and I'm facing off against somebody as the Huns who had a big stretch of not doing anything here, a couple different places, but 50 APM. His eco APM was greater than my overall APM. So I have to play different ways, different strategies, and I think this is a fun strategy. Can transports work on Nomad? Yes. Yes, they can. I don't know if that would work at a high level. I really doubt it. That expenditure, the walling, that kind of things, that's not going to happen at a higher level. But at my level, can transports work? Hilariously, hilariously, yes, they can.